What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Today, I'm doing race picks for the 2024 South Point 400. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This week in the NASCAR Cup Series has the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. A racetrack provides some really exciting racing, multi-groove, and sometimes some really close and fantastic finishes at the said racetrack. The last time we ran at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, we saw Kyle Larson hold off a hard-charging Tyler Reddick to pick up his first win of 2024. He's looking to pick up his 7th win of the 2024 season this weekend at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. But before I go ahead and jump into picks, let's take a look at the weather for this weekend. So the weather for this weekend is looking extremely promising. It's going to be 77 degrees a high and 53 degrees low with a 0% chance of rain with sunny skies. Going to be some beautiful weather if you're headed out to Las Vegas Motor Speedway this weekend. Now let's take a look at the playoff standings as we begin the first race of the round of 8. So Kyle Larson is 33 points above the cutoff line. Chris Bell's 13 points above. Tyler Reddick's 10 points above. And William Byron is 4 points above. Ryan Blaney is 4 points below. Denny Hamlin's 8 below. Chase Elliott's 9 below. And Joey Logano, who got in after Alex Holm was disqualified after the Charlotte Roval, Joey Logano is 11 points below. Going to be very intriguing to see how it plays out, with most drivers not needing a mulligan, with Kyle Larson being the only driver who probably could have a mulligan going into this round. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. For those who are new to the channel, here's how picks usually work. I do 2 suck picks, 2 drivers I expect to struggle throughout the weekend who will not have a good run, 2 underdog picks, 2 drivers who desperately need a good run who I think will have a good run or are really good at this type of track, and I do my winner's pick, the driver thinks going to win the race overall, and then I do drivers need to watch out for, and usually for the Cup Series, I got 5 drivers need to watch out for along with the race winner. So now, let's jump into picks. Who are my suck picks for the 2024 South Point 400? My first suck pick for this weekend at Las Vegas is the driver of the 84 car for Legacy Motor Club, Jimmie Johnson. Jimmie Johnson is struggling in pretty much every single race that he's ran so far in 2024. Most of them have not been his own doing. A lot of it he's just been caught up in bad incidents and bad crashes. But unfortunately, I just think the bad luck is going to continue. While Jimmie Johnson, of course, is a former winner at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, I think the bad luck is going to catch up to him, unfortunately, and sadly, like it's been most of the year. I don't think Jimmie Johnson is going to have the luck. I think, unfortunately, ends up struggling, sadly, this weekend at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. My second suck pick for this weekend at Las Vegas Motor Speedway is the driver of the 41 car for Stewart-Haas Racing, Ryan Preece. Ryan Preece has not been good at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the NASCAR Cup Series. Whether it's with JTG Doherty Racing or it's with SHR, it really doesn't matter. He just hasn't had the pace and speed to contend at this racetrack, and I just don't think he is going to be a major factor for the win, unfortunately. I think he's going to likely finish outside the top 25, especially with no more Stewart-Haas race cars being in the class and with the team shutting down at the end of the season. They're focused on shutting down at this point. I don't think Ryan Preece is going to be a threat or contender in any shape or form this weekend at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And now we're going ahead and jump on the underdog picks for the 2024 South Point 400. Who are my underdog picks? My first underdog pick for this weekend at Las Vegas Motor Speedway is the driver of the 23 car for 23XI Racing, Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace has been pretty solid at Las Vegas in the past. Yes, of course, 2 years ago, he unfortunately got into that feud with Kyle Larson. However, if you actually look at Bubba Wallace's runs at the track in recent years, he's been pretty good with 23XI. And we know that 23XI has been pretty strong at Las Vegas in the past. And of course, Tyler Reddick has almost won a couple times here. I think that Bubba Wallace is going to have a chance and opportunity for at least maybe a top 5. He's also had 13 top 10s so far, so I think he's got a good chance to get his 7 top 5 of the year, and maybe just maybe his 14th top 10 of the 2024 season this weekend at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. My second underdog pick for this weekend at Las Vegas is the driver's 16 car for Colleague Racing, Shane Van Gisbergen. SVG is making his second to last Cup start before he officially goes full-time in 2025. He's also got a really cool looking sponsorship with Wendy's sponsoring him. But I think with him having a new crew chief, with Darian Grubb being the crew chief, who has a lot of veteran experience and has won here as a crew chief all the way back in 2006, and also won, I think, maybe one at a time, if I'm not mistaken, I think SVG is going to have a really strong run. I think he's actually going to tend for top 20. Trackhouse, of course, is preparing entry for the weekend, and Trackhouse has been pretty fast at this track in the past. So I think that SVG is going to have a very solid performance, and I think by the end of the day, he'll have a top 20 or maybe even a top 15 run by the end of the day this weekend at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And now we're going ahead and jump on to the winner's pick for the 2024 South Point 400. Who am I picking to win? The driver who I'm picking to win this weekend at Las Vegas Motor Speedway is the best driver in the next-gen era at this racetrack. He's won the last 2 consecutive races at Las Vegas Motor Speedway and just most recently won his 6th race of 2024. I'm picking the driver of the 5 car for Hendrick Motorsports, Kyle Larson, to pick up his 7th win of 2024. Kyle Larson, like I said, has been the best in the next-gen era at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Spring 2022, he finished in 2nd. Fall 2022, he got an FU with Bubba, finished in 35th. Spring 2023, finished 2nd, led laps near the end of the event. Fall Vegas race, won the race. Spring 2024 Vegas race, he went to victory lane. I think that Kyle Larson is going to continue his domination of Las Vegas Motor Speedway, continue his dominant season. I think Kyle Larson gets his 7th win, of 2024 this weekend at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And now we're going ahead and jump onto the drivers you need to watch out for this weekend at Las Vegas. Who should you have your eyes out on? The first driver to watch out for this weekend at Las Vegas is a driver of the 9 car for Hendrick Motorsports, Chase Elliott. Now, Chase Elliott in the next-gen era at this track has not been the fastest. However, Chase Elliott has been really solid on mile and a half throughout this year. He nearly won at Kansas earlier this year. Also won, his only win came in a mile and a half at Texas Motor Speedway back in April. And I think that Chase Elliott's been pretty quietly having a solid year. And he actually got a top 10 in Kansas not too long ago as well. I think Chase Elliott's going to have a solid car for sure this weekend. And I do think he'll be a threat for sure to maybe at least get a top 5 and for sure a top 10 this weekend at Las Vegas. The second driver to watch out for this weekend at Las Vegas is a driver of the 45 car for 2311 Racing, Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick's had a very mediocre run in the playoffs so far. I believe he's only had 1 top 10 finish or 2 top 10 finishes so far in the playoffs. And the 45 team's just been a little inconsistent. However, I think Tyler Reddick is going to be a factor in Vegas. This is a really good track for him historically. Was really good here last year. Was really good in the spring. Was the only guy that could keep up with Kyle Larson most of the day. I think that Tyler Reddick will be a major factor and a major threat to potentially get his 3rd win of 2024 this weekend at Las Vegas. The third driver to watch out for this weekend at Las Vegas is a driver of the 20 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell's been sneakily quiet throughout the playoffs so far. He's had the best average finish or 2nd best average finish of anybody in the playoffs this year, along with Byron. He's been pretty good, but I do think Bell is going to be a factor. He had a chance to win the fall race in 2023 and has been pretty fast in a mile and a half throughout this year. I think Christopher Bell is going to be a big factor, and I think he will for sure be a contender for the win this weekend at Las Vegas. The fourth driver to watch out for this weekend at Las Vegas is a driver of the A car for Richard Childress Racing, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch has been very strong in the second half of the year, even though there's been a lot of Spygate scandals going on between potentially RCR and JGR. But one race where Kyle Busch was strong early in the year was at Las Vegas, where he ran up front and led some laps early in the event and kept up with Kyle Larson in the early portion of the race before pit crew issues came into play. Kyle Busch has been really solid at Vegas in the past, where they won the spring race in 2022. I think that Kyle Busch will be a factor and contender to get win number 1 as he looks for his first win and tries to continue the win streak he's had. I think he will be a factor and contender for the win for sure this weekend at Las Vegas. And the fifth final driver that I think you should watch out for this weekend at Las Vegas is the driver of the 24 car for Hendrick Motorsports, William Byron. William Byron has been super consistent in the second round of these playoffs. He had finishes of 2nd, 3rd, and 3rd in the round of 12. And William Byron has been very good at Las Vegas. He won the spring race in 2023, has been good at Vegas throughout his NASCAR career at this point. I think he's going to be a major factor for the win. I think he will be a serious threat and contender. Hendrick's been really good at this track. I think that William Byron will be a factor and a serious contender to get win number 4 of 2024 for sure this weekend at Las Vegas Motor Speedway with the 24 team. So, those are my race picks for the 2024 South Point 400 at Las Vegas. Just a reminder, my suck picks are Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Preece. My underdog picks are Bubba Walsh, Shane Van Gisbergen. My winner's pick is Kyle Larson. And the ones to watch out for, Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, Kyle Busch, and William Byron. Those are my race picks. So, that is going to be it for the Race 6 video for the 2024 South Point 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support on Patreon as well. Let's go below that and comment your picks below for this weekend at Las Vegas. Tell me your suck picks, tell me your underdog picks, tell me your winners pick, and let me know your drivers you're watching out for this weekend at Las Vegas. Let me your picks in the comments below. Later today on the channel, see race picks for the South Point 400, or paint scheme, excuse me, and then tomorrow you'll see the picks, a news video dropping on the channel, and most likely reactions to NASCAR Xfinity Series qualified, and most likely you'll see a silly season update early in the morning on Saturday. Got a lot of great content dropping that I can't wait for you guys to check out. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content by Haley Dean Carl's on the stuff in that video. So I'll see you guys there for more great content then. Take care, everybody.